Have you ever taken a vitamin to protect your heart, only to find out that it might be damaging it instead? Imagine this. You go to bed feeling good about yourself. You've taken your multivitamin and maybe your fish oil capsule. You're doing everything you can to keep strong after 60. But what if one of those vitamins, the same one you've trusted for years, may discreetly elevate your risk of stroke and even cause blood clots overnight? It makes you feel uneasy, doesn't it? Especially after years of doing what you thought was good for you. Today we're going to talk about something that astonished even a lot of doctors. A vitamin that millions of elderly people take every day, frequently thinking it's safe, but it can be harmful in specific forms and doses. By the end of this film, you'll know exactly what vitamin it is, how to use it properly, and what natural alternatives can protect your heart instead. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel before we go any further. This channel is just for older people. Each week, we provide you natural ways to assist your digestion, heart, bones, memory, and energy levels. If you subscribe, you'll never miss tips that could help you live a healthier, happier, and more independent life after 60. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's work together to keep you healthy. The vitamin that everyone thinks is safe yet isn't first. Let's ask a brief question. How many of you take vitamin E every day? You might find it in your multivitamin or in a capsule that says antioxidant support or heart health. People have been calling vitamin E a wonder vitamin for decades. People say it can help you stay young, keep your heart healthy, and even fight cancer. But here's where things get strange. Taking a lot of vitamin E or taking it in a synthetic form can actually make your risk of stroke go up. Think about how hard it would be for almost 30,000 people in a long-term Finnish study to do the right thing and take vitamin E every day, only to find out that individuals who took higher doses were 22% more likely to have a hemorrhagic stroke, which is caused by bleeding in the brain. That's a lot of people. And it's a major wake-up call. Don't worry, not all vitamin E is dangerous. The issue is how much and what kind you're taking. And what you're going to hear next could transform the way you think about supplements totally. The science behind vitamin E and making blood thinner. To figure out why vitamin E can be dangerous, we need to know what it does in your body. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that dissolves in fat, which means it protects your cells from damage caused by oxygen. That's good. But it also works like aspirin to thin the blood. This can help stop clots from forming at lower levels. But if levels go too high, your blood can become too thin, making it tougher to clot when you need to. If a small blood vessel in your brain bursts, which happens more often as we get older, your body may not be able to halt the bleeding fast enough. That's how a stroke with bleeding can happen. Vitamin E is like red wine in that it helps you. A modest glass could be good for your heart, but a whole bottle can hurt it. And here's something important. If you're currently on drugs like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, high-dose vitamin E can make them work better, which could be dangerous. Take a second to think about it. Do you really know how much vitamin E you eat every day? A lot of folks don't. Vitamin E, synthetic versus natural. Why the form is important? Let's look more closely at something that most people don't know. The difference between manufactured and natural vitamin E. There are 8 natural forms of vitamin E, but most cheap supplements only contain one, a synthetic form called DL-alpha tocopherol. In the late 1980s, vitamin E became very popular. It was labeled the miracle antioxidant on magazine covers. They couldn't keep it in stock at pharmacies. But by the early 2000s, scholars were confused since things didn't seem to make sense. The number of strokes wasn't going down. In some groups, it was going up. The synthetic vitamin E that your body can't absorb well was part of the problem. The natural form, called D-alpha tocopherol, is absorbed twice as well and acts differently in your body. This is where things get interesting. The label on your supplement could be the key to your safety. If you see D-alpha tocopherol, that's not real. It is natural if it mentions D-alpha tocopherol or mixed tocopherols. And that's the worrisome part. Most older people don't know what's truly in their vitamin bottle. But once you know what to look for, it's easy to keep yourself safe. How much is too much? Knowing what safe limits are. Let's speak about numbers now. For persons over 60, the recommended daily allowance, RDA, is 15 milligrams, or roughly 22 international units, IU. But if you look at most supplement bottles, you'll discover that they have 400 to 1000 IU, which is 20 to 40 times more than what your body needs. A big study from Johns Hopkins indicated that taking more than 400 IU per day was connected to an increased risk of death in general, not just stroke. So, how can you keep yourself safe? You probably don't need any extra vitamin E if you eat a balanced diet. If you do take supplements, don't take more than 100 IU a day, and make sure they come from natural sources. Your body needs understanding, not guessing, after age 60. The hidden sources, where vitamin E is already in your food. Here's some good news. You presumably eat items that already have vitamin E in them. You can get it naturally from almonds and sunflower seeds, spinach, kale, and broccoli, olive oil and avocado, whole grains and wheat germ. Seniors in Mediterranean nations like Greece and Italy don't often take vitamin E supplements. Instead, they receive it from almonds, olive oil, and leafy greens, and their stroke rates are much lower. Think about it. Your body sees almonds as food, not as chemicals. Nature understands how your body works. Before you take another supplement, ask yourself if you could obtain what you need from food instead. The quiet risk of mixing supplements. This is where things often go wrong. It's not always one supplement that causes problems. It's the mix of them. Vitamin E works with other vitamins, including vitamin K, which helps your blood coagulate. When you take too much vitamin E, it stops vitamin K from working, which makes your blood even thinner. Now add fish oil, garlic tablets, or ginkgo biloba, all of which have mild blood-thinning effects, and all of a sudden, your blood is dangerously too thin. A 72-year-old guy from Arizona who watched my show saw bruises on his arms and thought it was just old age. We could see what was going on when we looked at his regular practice of taking 800 IU of vitamin E, fish oil, garlic, and aspirin. The bruises went away after he cut back on his vitamin E and added foods high in vitamin K, such eggs and kale. He said he wished someone had told him sooner, and that's why I'm telling you this today. Sometimes it's not becoming older that hurts you. It's the way you stack healthy pills. Let's go through these one at a time, and some of them could surprise you. Myth number 1. Taking vitamin E will stop heart attacks. Nope. The HOPE and ATBC trials, which were big studies, didn't reveal that heart attack risk went down. In fact, they might have even slightly raised stroke risk. Myth number 2. More antioxidants are good for your health. Your body requires balance, though. Antioxidants in large amounts can mess with the body's natural defenses. Myth number 3. All vitamins are safe since they are natural. That's not true. You can get hurt by natural things if you take too much of them. Digitalis comes from a flower, but it is a strong cardiac drug that can kill you if you take too much of it. Doctors used to think that a miracle supplement was a miracle. but today they realize that it needs to be treated with respect and moderation. Safer options. Ways to keep your heart healthy naturally. What should you do instead? There are many safer and tastier methods to take care of your heart, though. Eat a variety of foods. Berries, spinach, sweet potatoes, and red peppers are all great sources of antioxidants for your body. Avocado, walnuts, and olive oil are all good for your arteries. Get your body moving. Walking for just 20 minutes a day can help your circulation and lessen your chance of having a stroke. Keep an eye on your blood pressure. Keeping it under control can lower your risk of having a stroke by as much as 40%. When it comes to vitamin E, obtain it from food, not tablets. Nature already put the best multivitamin on your plate. Now that you know the risks, would you start getting your nutrients from food instead? Please let me know what you think in the comments. How to properly read supplement labels. Let's end with something useful. When you buy vitamins next time, read the label carefully. Stay away from DL-alpha tocopherol. That's not real. Pick either mixed tocopherols or D-alpha tocopherol. That's normal. Don't go over 100 IU unless your doctor tells you to. And if you're taking blood thinners, always check with your doctor again. Reading the label for 5 seconds today could save you years of worry later. Let's go over it again. Vitamin E is important, but only in the appropriate amount and form. Taking too much vitamin E or synthetic vitamin E can make your blood too thin and increase your risk of stroke, especially in older persons. The safest and wisest way to go is through natural foods and moderate, careful supplements. When you turn 60, give your body knowledge instead of worry. Please like, share, and subscribe if you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you liked this video. By signing up, you'll get weekly health recommendations made particularly for seniors to help you live longer, better, and happier after age 60. And before you leave, please tell me in the comments if you take vitamin E pills. Will you look at your bottle after you watch this? Your tale could help someone else not make a bad choice. Thanks for watching, and take care of your heart, brain, and lovely life after age 60.